It may surprise you to know that within the Bible, other mysterious writings are also mentioned. And as the end of the age draws near, these ancient manuscripts, hidden texts, and lost books are becoming more and more popular. Interestingly, some of these sources were used by the same people who wrote the Bible. Although most of these documents have been tragically lost, what remains provides historical insights and prophetic clues that unlock the mysteries of the Bible. Join us in this series as we count down our favorite extra-biblical resources. In this video, we discuss the Book of the Bee, the Book of Jasher, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Book of Jubilees. First up, we have the Book of the Bee. The Book of the Bee is a collection of theological and historical texts compiled around the 13th century. The book consists of 55 chapters discussing various topics, including the creation, heaven and earth, angels, the patriarchs and Israelites, New Testament events, and the birth and life of Jesus. The Book of the Bee is similar to other reiterations of history such as Philo or Josephus in that it presents a different viewpoint of the same events found in the Bible. Our favorite part about this book is that it describes the teachings of the apostles, the places which they taught, and their deaths. If you're interested in reading a biblical account from the Nestorian or Eastern Orthodox perspective, the Book of the Bee is exactly what you need. Next up, we have the Book of Jubilees. The Book of Jubilees is an ancient text which gives an account from the creation of the world to the Exodus from Egypt. The manuscript of Jubilees were originally thought to have been dated around the 15th century, but with the famous discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls, modern scholars agree that the text dates approximately to 150 BC. Today, the text is held as canonical in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, while the Protestant and Catholic churches consider it a work of pseudepigrapha. The Book of Jubilees reveals the important details of the pre-flood world, specifically concerning the fallen angels and the corruption of mankind. Also, the book is filled with an enormous amount of details regarding the lives of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as well as how the Israelites came to be slaves in Egypt. Our favorite part about this book is that it serves as an excellent supplemental resource to the Torah. Reading this alongside the 5 books of Moses can assist with the overall narrative of biblical history and our origins as the children of the Most High. If you're interested in the foundations of the Christian faith and its origins, celebrate the Jubilee by reading this amazing text. Next, we have the Book of Jasher. There are several ancient books that are specifically mentioned in the Bible. The Book of Jasher is the only one that still exists today. Referenced in Joshua chapter 10, 2 Samuel, and 2 Timothy, this extra-biblical book is one of the most fascinating supplements to the Holy Scriptures. The Hebrew word Jasher translates as the Book of the Upright. Now, most skeptics allege that the book was written in the 16th century and don't consider it authentic because no copy older than the 1625 Hebrew edition is found today. However, there is a connection found in a passage in both the Book of Jasher and the Genesis Apocryphon, which was discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947. This has led some scholars to think that the Book of Jasher may be at least 2,000 years old. Jasher, or the Book of the Upright, covers the time from the Mosaic period of Genesis to Joshua in greater detail and with explanations not found in the present Old Testament documents. This apocryphal book of the Bible has been considered by some to be the original beginning of the Bible before Moses wrote the Torah. Our favorite part about this book is that it provides readers with interesting, important, and perhaps otherwise ignored insights into the first 2,000 years of biblical history. And if you're interested in specific details, people, places, and events that are absent from the Old Testament, then grab yourself a copy of Jasher and stand among the upright. And last on this list is the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls manuscripts were discovered in the Judean desert between 1947 and 1956. The manuscripts fall into three major categories: biblical, apocryphal, and sectarian. The biblical manuscripts represent the earliest evidence for the Hebrew Bible and include works like the Great Isaiah Scroll. Among the apocryphal manuscripts are the writings of Jubilees, Enoch, and other patriarchal writings. The sectarian manuscripts reflect biblical commentary, religious legal writings, liturgical texts, and apocalyptic compositions of the community who lived in Qumran called the Essenes. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls is the most significant discovery in the modern Christian era. These manuscripts are so important to the historicity of the Bible that we created a separate documentary all about it. You can find it on our channel and in the description below. Our favorite parts about this book are the enormous details of the community called the Essenes and how they closely resemble Christianity. Also, this book gives different perspectives of the Old Testament, its history, and the evidence for God. If you're interested in secular evidence for biblical authenticity and detailed explanations of what early Christianity may have looked like, the manuscripts of the Dead Sea Scrolls are a vital resource. That wraps up our list for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for other videos in this series as we discuss more of our favorite extra biblical resources.